Hello everybody, this is GamePro24X, and today I'm going to be showcasing the patch 1.05. I know it says 1.04, but we're actually on patch 1.05. And just like in Metal Gear Solid 5, the patch notes don't exactly detail every little thing that has changed in the game. So alongside with reading you guys what has changed and give a little bit more context to those items, I'm also going to show you other things that the patch notes left out that are in the game that nobody's talking about. So here we go. So the first item on the list is added new type co-op mission, which is the rescue mission. There's also an event going on for that mission type as well. Keep in mind I will be making a separate video detailing the event and like just what you should know about it and whatnot. Added new achievements and praises in co-op missions. They didn't add actual achievements like trophies and whatnot. It's just new things you can accomplish while you're in co-op, and like it tells you on the scoreboard, hey, so-and-so did this. I do not know what they are exactly. They also added the option to switch the button assignments for using your weapons and using your gadgets. And right now on the screen, I have a screenshot of what that looks like. So if you change these actions, the default is circle is for stance and X is for contextual actions like climbing up walls and stuff. Well, if you change that, now circle is stance, or sorry, X is stance, and the circle is contextual actions. So if you change that and reverse that, you can somewhat play it as if you're playing Metal Gear Solid 5. And on the next picture here is what happens if you were to switch the gadget and weapon controls. And basically, you kind of go back to like Metal Gear Solid 4, pretty much, where the L1 and R1 is to ready your weapon and fire the weapon, and your L2 and R2 are your gadgets and whatnot. So use that if you will, but if you're kind of used to survive right now, then I don't know, maybe it might help you, maybe it won't. In the audio options, I don't have a picture of it, but in the audio options, you can turn off the music. I haven't really tried it myself because I want the music on. I don't know if it's just the music like in-game, like not the music you're playing in your base, but like the actual combat music and all that stuff. I think you can turn that off with that option now. Added recipes to craft several special or elemental ammo type ammunitions at once, and I will show you in the video that basically now you can bulk build like fire ammo, shock ammo, frost ammo. You can now bulk build down any weapon you want. So now no longer you have to build one at a time. You can now bulk build it. Perks gained by eating food are now displayed in the terminal. That's another thing I'm going to show you guys in the video as well. So before, you did get buffs for your food, but now the game actually has a little icon and actually shows you, hey, you have a buff going on. So I'm going to detail more of that later. Now this is the one that everyone was expecting and see it coming. Throwing efficiency now does not affect C4 because in fact C4 is categorized as a placed weapon, not a throwing weapon. However, because you threw the weapon, like you threw the C4, the game kind of saw it as that, so now that's no longer a thing. So rest in peace. I hope you guys got to farm up your C4. You want to know something really interesting? One of the daily assignments that you can do right now is crafting C4. I don't know. That's too much of a fucking coincidence for them to be like, oh hey, go craft some C4 for one of your assignments, you pleb. So I thought that was like a little cheeky for them to do. This next one I'm a little bit confused on. So what Vulnerable Parts Instinct does is that if you break apart, there's a chance that the creature will be destroyed. And apparently there was a bug where it was active on every part. I really don't know how that was. Either basically what this is telling us is that I think it actually was active all the time, and whether you broke an arm or it broke off an arm or a leg, they will just die instantly. But I didn't really see that. I haven't seen any of that. If we all knew that, then we would have been OHKOing everything by just shooting them in the arm and shit. Alright, so they also reduced the efficiency of heavy, sprint, attack boosts, and damage nullifier. So I would say those are just nerfed in general, but I have those stats on some of my weapons, and I don't know. I don't really feel much of a difference, but whatever. The next one is they fixed a bug where the revive pill wouldn't pop up after you die. So I've never experienced that, but hey, there you go. There's another bug that's fixed. Apparently there's a resource hunt mission So to go get a lost box. So I've yet to see this because I haven't done it. If you die while you're out in the dust and collecting stuff, and you hit, I believe it was go back to base or restart. No, yeah, go back to base. You actually drop a box there. It's similar to a container, and you would go back over there and you pick up what you dropped. But yeah, it's, I guess now when that happens, there's going to be an actual mission where it tells you, hey, this is where it's at. Go get it if you want it. So I mean, again, I haven't seen it because I don't choose that option when I die. So yeah. All right, so the next category is pertaining to salvage missions. So apparently they added something that's supposed to help against uncooperative players like AFKers and whatnot. I really don't know what that is. There's always been a report option, but I guess maybe excuse me, maybe now if more people report them or something, they'll get booted out of your game quicker. I have no idea. They added more rewards for daily and weekly missions. So, you know, now we just get more stuff. Now, I don't know what the new items are at all, but, you know, again, it's good that they added more recipes in the drop table and whatnot. Increase the amount of materials gathered. Again, it's just a straight up buff for anyone who's playing salvage missions. You get a lot more materials. And we've seen it personally when I was streaming this earlier. We got like shit tons of sensor units in one game when normally we would get like 5 per game. So that's good. That's a good thing. New recipes for daily missions hard. So again, you know, just more recipes in general. Always nice. And they just added more daily missions. Another little thing I want to note is that now all the daily missions and weekly missions, they have their own like rewards you can get. So you need to play the dailies once a day. You get a guaranteed drop of something. And the weeklies have their own guaranteed drops of things as well, like material cases, weapon cases, and they could be anything from actual broken parts. Actually, yeah, they are mostly broken parts. So yeah, that's pretty good. Now we're actually guaranteed something instead of just, you know, relying on RNG. All right, and the final category is pertaining to base camp defenses. So now we have a base dig plan 5 and 6. So far, from everyone's responses on the Reddit, there's no reason to do 6 at the moment because there's really nothing. You don't really get anything new. I mean, if you want to do it just to do it, then go ahead. But other than that, you will get something new if you play the 5th plan, and it's a new type of farm. On top of that, we also have base camp level 3, which you also can get from base plan 5. So, you know, when you do 5, you're going to have a bigger base, and you'll be able to put more stuff. It's good all around. Added Kuband energy as a reward from a base camp battle. So they changed that, and I think, yeah, so I'm going to read the next part, and I'm going to go into detail what it all means. Fix the amount of Kuband energy players receive by killing a creature when defending their base. So if you were doing a base dig, every time you kill a creature, you would get an X amount of Kuband energy depending on their level. So if they were level 35, you would get 3,500 energy from them. Now you get like 500, but here's the bad thing about everything, is that now, in order to get all the Kuband energy you got from killing all the enemies and such, you have to complete the entire base camp drill in order to receive all of it. And, well, that sucks because at base camp 1, you have 2 waves, and each wave, or at least the interval wave, is 24 hours. So you have to literally do this within like a day, or 2 days actually, just to get like a measly, I think it was like 1 million or something. Like they also upped the how much energy you get from doing base defense. But again, it's like you really got to try to figure out if whether it's better to do that or just farming something else. I do not know what the hell this means, but fix a bug where enemy level display would increase with no reason. Again, I've never experienced that, so I don't know. And same thing for the last one, where the digger's life would fully recover every time. But, well, shit, I wish I had that, because I never experienced that myself. So, but basically, TLDR, the base digs, at least base dig 1, is no longer farmable for Kuband energy. However, there is a substitute now, and I'll go into detail about that right now. Alright, so that's enough reading the patch notes. That's about it. So, basically, the new way to farm Kuband energy is to do mineable singularities. Movable singularities, I should say. Also, look at this shit right here. How did I get Chinese plantain from killing these fucking wanderers? I really don't understand that. This is the only time I've noticed it, but when I look back on the footage, I noticed this. I was like, huh, I didn't know I got Chinese plantain. So I thought that was weird. But anyways, the new strat for gathering Kuband energy, at least, you know, solo, single player, and all that stuff, is to do the mineable moving singularities. And as you see here, I got around like 350k, which before with the base dig 1, you would get 400k every time. And now, something you guys should be aware of, I currently have a premium pass on, and if you've been noticing, I've been getting like a green text saying, hey, you got this and this. That's literally the double reward. But here's the thing. When I completed that mineable digging thing, I didn't get a green text saying, hey, you got additional energy from that. So I don't know if that's a bug, and I don't know if that's actually included in the bonus as well. So take that with a big grain of salt. And if anyone wants to actually test it who doesn't have the pass, let me know if it's legitimately like 350k or it's less. But because I have the pass, I should have gotten double, but if that is technically the double, then there you go. Alright, so some slight things they did change is that there are some items that now just cost a little bit less capacity. And I know I was at max before I did this, so some things were reduced. I do not know what they were, but hey, you know, now we can fit some more stuff in, which is always a good thing. Now, here's one of the things the patch notes didn't really elaborate on, but something that I found out. So you see this large water tank here? This used to take 43 titanium alloy just to repair along with other stuff. But as you notice now, it costs 10. So they severely reduced the reconstruction cost for items, which is a good thing. Thank you. Because that was such a titanium alloy sink, I never wanted to repair it. But now when I saw that, I was like, oh, I have 10. Like, 10 is nothing. So I just repaired it. Boom. Done. So another thing that they changed that the patch notes never detailed is now the soup requires 2 pieces of meat to now get 2 portions of meat. Where before, you only need 1 piece of meat and 1 canteen of clean water, and you would make 2, like, pieces of soup. So, like, yes, it sucks, but I would say overall, making soup is your best bet for survival because it gives you both hunger and thirst. And that's always a good thing. It's always good to have something that can just restore both of them at the same time. And you can also keep track of your hunger and thirst at the same exact time instead of just fluctuating different levels and whatnot. So yeah, that severely bugged me. They also changed some of the... Actually, no, they changed a lot of the icons on the gear here. So if you notice here, the icons have changed and they've kind of cleaned it up a bit. So here's how some of them look like before. But as you see now, they just look a lot cleaner and a lot easier to read. So, I mean, I know it's not something big, but, you know, again, just a little... Those little kind of things that people don't really mention or know about. So over here at the base dig, as you notice, now they actually changed the icons for like S ranking and all that stuff. So it looks a lot more flashier. But as you can see on base dig plan 5, we now get more items out of the S rank than we did with the previous ones. So who knows, maybe it might be worth it. Now here's something that a lot of people aren't really talking about. I don't know how long this is available, but for the price of a 1-day premium pass, you can get a special 7-day one. However, you're only limited to 1 purchase, but it only costs 200 SV coins, whereas, you know, the actual legitimate one costs a lot more. And you would want to do that, especially for the event, because if you go to the event rewards, you can actually earn back 150 SV coins from the event. So if you have a spare 50 lying around, you will get back at least 75% of your investment, and you'll be able to climb up on the BP or the battle points a lot faster with this pass, along with just other benefits you get in single player, like gathering Kuband energy or gathering resources at your base and whatnot. So I do not know how much longer this... I don't know if this is a limited time thing, but everyone is allowed to purchase 1, and you have a whole week's worth of boosts. So I'm definitely going to be grinding my ass off. And this also applies to all characters, by the way. This goes to every character that you have in every save slot. So I'm going to be grinding my ass off and enjoying this. And yes, this does stack if you had the free premium pass that they gave us long ago for compensation for some bullshit that happened. So yeah, so now I got 7 days and 15 hours of a boost. And I will make a separate video of like what exactly it does give you when you purchase that and whatnot. Now, one of the absolute biggest things that they left out in the patch notes is now you get additional buffs on your team units. So look at my food supply, right? At rank B, you get other crew team aptitude at level 3. Before the update, you would only be able to achieve level 2 at rank B. Now at rank C, you get a level 2, and rank B, level 3. In medical team, we now get team facility shared resource production, so you just get more medical plans whenever you get a crew update. So again, the higher level that is, the higher it's going to be. So again, D is level 1, C is level 2, B is 3 and up. And also now, base development has extra perks. It used to just have harvest +1. Well, now we have shared resource production at level 3 and your construction durability up. So yeah, that is something that is different. Another big thing that they left out in the patch notes. So take a look at this. Before this all changed, if you were to send your crew out to a rank C exploration mission, that shit would take them 5 days to come back. Now it went down to 1 day, 24 hours. And I can speak for most of us, 24 hours is legit 5 times better than 5 days. So you can actually send out your crew to go get more tungsten alloy or whatever. Just wait 1 whole day. But it is so much better than waiting 5 whole fucking days for them to come back. So bravo, whoever the fuck is in charge of Survive. Bravo fucking O for actually changing bullshit and actually like improving the game quality-wise. And now, of course, I'm going to show you guys you can now bulk build special ammo types. So again, you can now bulk build the fire or the frost or the shock ammo or explosive ammo, whatever the hell you got. You can now bulk build it. So now no longer you have to just build one at a time. Of course, there's more things they could fix, but this is good. They're slowly crafting it. Now, if we can only bulk build converting materials, that'd be fucking great. Can someone make that change, please? I'm begging you, Konami. A lot of people are really looking for that bulk building, converting items thing. So there you go. That's basically the whole synopsis of patch 1.05. If I do find out anything more, I will definitely put it in the comment section, but this is all that I've figured out and have found out up until now. Now, my next video is going to obviously detail how to do the event. Tomorrow, I will be streaming the event, and you guys can come in and ask me questions and just see how we get it done. But you will see the timer on my Twitch channel, so head on over there to find out when I stream next. So be sure to drop by. It's a lot of fun, trust me. Other than that, I do have other Survive videos in the works. The reason why it's taking me a while to make some Survive videos is because there's a lot of things that I'm still researching that isn't concrete. And a lot of my videos have, or a lot of the ideas I have for my videos have been covered in the past by other people. However, there's actually more to it than what people think. And basically, what I can just tell you guys is that the best things come for those that are patient. But I will detail that in another video because I do need the community's help on certain things. So that is about it. Sorry that this video is a little bit longer than it should be, but I just want to get a lot of stuff out of the way. Now, if you guys like the amount of effort and research that I put into this game and my videos, definitely subscribe and definitely leave a like on these videos. That way it gets more publicity and such. If you haven't done so already, you can definitely join my Discord server. It's pretty Survive friendly. Of course, there are some people there who don't like Survive, but they will respect your opinions. So that's the important thing about it. And if you want, you can also donate to my Patreon. You can choose whatever tier level you want. It's really not that expensive at all. It's just a few dollars here and there. But hey, any contribution helps to my channel. And before I leave off, I want to give a big shout out to Cook Train, who just subscribed to me with Twitch Prime on Twitch. And if you also subscribe to me on Twitch, you get the same exact benefits as my highest tier Patreon thing, which is you can go on my Discord, you'll have a special icon on your name, or a special role, I should say. And with that role, you can actually come in and talk to me whenever I do streams and whatnot. So, you know, you can either donate on Patreon or you can donate on Twitch. Whichever one you choose, you will get the same benefits. So Cook Train, if you're watching this video or you're out there, please come and join my Discord, dude. I would love to give you that role, and I would love to talk to you if you have a mic or whatever. because you definitely deserve it. So thank you very much, man. So that's enough rambling. Now I gotta start making a video about the event, and it's gonna be pretty fun. But yeah, I will see you guys during the stream, and you guys can come in and ask me a few questions if you want. But yeah, this is GamePro24X, and I will see you guys later.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.